This is a tutorial on how to make a teddy bear with the nifty knitter looms. You'll need your flower loom to do your arms, and you'll need your blue loom or your smallest loom to do the head and the body and the legs. You'll need double yarn. It's white, and I'm not going to change color so that we can make this simpler to see how that goes. You'll need scissors, and you'll need a hook, and you'll need crafter's needle. You'll need crochet hook. We're going to start off with the blue loom. And while it may seem like it's going to be complicated to do this pattern, it really isn't. Let's just kind of tie that off. Do your standard wrap around, and you're going to work flat. You're going to work this pattern flat rather than circular. So I'll set that up. Tie that off. Push these down. And then you're going to turn it back around and wrap it the other way, because we're working flat. So, this is a great pattern. It's cute, and for the most part it is simple once you get what the head is and how you do the head. That's the hardest part. Once you get the hang of it, this is a fast, simple pattern that you can make in about 3 hours once you get the hang of it. Okay, well, just flip them over. Get yourself started. There's your first row. Alright, now, what you're going to do is you're going to go back around. This will be row 2. Because you've got 2 rows, you can undo this starting point here. Okay, now that you're starting to work flat, keeping that space there, you've got 2 rows. You want to get a total in of 9 rows, and then we'll start on the ears. We've got our 9 rows done, and so as you can see, it's working flat, and now we're going to start working up our ears. So we're going to E-wrap 5 pegs in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Go ahead and toss it over. There's 5 pegs. Push them down. Okay, the next section we're going to start working is the ears. So we're going to be working pegs 6 through 9. So this will be 6, 7, 8, 9. You're basically going to work the next 4 pegs. And what you want to do is you want to E-wrap them, toss them over, and that's row 1. You want to take it back 4 pegs. This is 2. Push them down. And this is 3. Toss them over. And this is 4. Okay, and then we're going to shrink down the ears a little bit more and do the rounded off tip. So we're going to skip this one and go just the next 2. we're going to go 1, toss over, and go back just 2, and that makes the rounded edge, and then you're going to go back here, and then you're going to wrap it, and this will be 1, 2, 3, 'oops, sometimes that happens, and 4. Now granted, you started at your beginning point again. From here, you're just going to go all the way around to where your next ear is going to start. So, you're going to go in and wrap those 4, then continue wrapping 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Stop. So you're on peg 15. You want to stop there because you're going to work the next ear in. So toss them over all the way. Push them down. And what you'll see is there's one of your ears. It's one of the sections you'll have to sew up. But now that you're over here, you want to take the next 4 pegs, your pegs 16 through 19. You're going to do 4 rows like you did before. Okay. And then you want to take it and E-wrap all the way to the end. We're still working flat. You don't want to close that off. Okay. Toss them over. Okay. So now you'll see that you have an ear and an ear here. So you've got 2 ears going. Now, you're going to go back around like normal. You've just completed your ears, and you've gone in and you've done a straight row, which is going to be your row 1. Then you're going to do a total of 6 more rows. So you've got 5 more to do, just going back and forth, and then we'll go from there. This next section is what I like to call an internal decrease, and we're basically going to half the pegs that we are using. And this is the most tedious part. It's time consuming, but when you look at the effects of it, it's really good. So let's get started. What I do is take that first peg, pull it around, take the next peg, pull it over, pull it around, take the next peg, push it over, pull it around, what you're wanting to do is bring them all together. So, what I like to do, go in, take them all off, just like this. Then, you want to take and put them back on there, the next 12. Now, as you'll probably guess, the loops are loose. We want to tighten them. So, what I do, pull on the loops with the hook as tight as I can. And pull. That's an internal decrease, is what I like to call it. And we've now just created the start of our snout. So, next thing we're going to do is we're going to do another 6 rows back and forth. Pretty simple. This is one. And you want to do that for another 4 more rows with a total of 6 rows for your snout. And we'll go from there. So we've done our snout, and you can start to see that there's the ears, there's the front of the face, there's the snout. And now it's time to go ahead and cast off, and we're just going to cut a long piece. Thread it through. Okay, thread it through our crafter's needle. And then what we want to do, we want to take, go through all of them. Okay. You just want to go in and take them off. Alright. Here's where the magic begins. Tighten it up. Tight as you can get. We're going to make sure we flip this inside out because we're going to sew up the snout. Okay. This is really good, and we're going to send it through again, one of the outer loops. Get it tight, and then we're going to sew it up. tie it up. My cut kind of long. Okay, and as you can see, there's your little snout area. Okay, now we want to sew up our ears real quick. Go ahead and sew everything up so you can kind of see how that works. Okay, you want to do the other ear. Okay. Next thing we want to do is sew up the back. Now we've got our ear sewn up. And we'll sew up the back. And you want to take an end and then you'll see the original loops. And you just want to stick the needle through there. Pull them through. So, just go around. Put the needle through the ends. You'll see it easily. It's real loose. It's your cast on. Okay, take your ends, pull it together, and then you want to tie it as tightly finish tying it off, cut it, and you can sew this up. You can save that to sew up elsewhere. Alright, now push it all through and you can start to see the head develop. You want to get you some eyes and stuffing and then go from there. And we're going to use standard black eyes with washers, and you want to put those in. Oops. Got my trouble out there. Okay. What you want to do is you want to look at it and you want to find out where exactly you want to put your eyeballs. And what you typically want to do is find the inner corner of the ears, and you want to put the eyes right in there. Okay, so once you've got that, you want to go in, push your washers in, and they'll pop in. pop in just like that. And you want to take some polyfill and start filling it up. And there's your head. And the rest is pretty much all downhill from here. So next we will do the body. Same loom. Super easy. Next thing you want to do to start your body, this is going to be worked circularly. So you want to just start like always, like you're going to make a hat. Go all the way around. And you want to continue in a circle. Keep going in a circle. Release. Pull through. That's your second row. You want to do a total of 19 rows, and then we'll work in the tails. So you want to go around 19 times, and we'll come back around. We worked our 20 rows, well 19 rows, and we're fixing to work our 20th row where we're going to incorporate the tail. So the tail is going to be very similar as to doing an ear. So what you want to do is you want to do 10 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, stop, toss those over, push them down. Okay, then you're going to work pegs 11 through 14, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is going to be your tail, which is 4 pegs. And you're going to go back and forth with these 4 pegs 8 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've worked our 8. Then you just want to go all the way back around, wrapping to your starting point, which is right there. And just toss them all over. Okay, push down. Okay, then what you want to do now is just go straight around like this. Around the circle, 8 more rows. Time to cast off the bottom of the body. You'll see there's the tail, there's the base of the body, and this is going to be the underside. And because I don't want too much gather, like is here, I'm going to go in and combine the I'm going to go in and shrink it down some. So just pull that bottom one over, take the next one over, pull the bottom one over, takes the next one over, pull the bottom one over. Cut that fairly short. Take your already threaded. Send it through. And then just pull all the loops off. Okay. Pull it. We want to flip it inside out. Just like that. Tie it off tight. Make sure you tighten your loose end over here. Cut everything. We're going to sew our tail up. Snip it. As you can see, you don't have quite as much bulk there. Okay. Take your polyfill and start stuffing. Sewn on first. You can see how the head's going to go on. Typically, I do like to go in and tighten my original cast on. When you do that, you can add yourself some extra string to sew the head on. That way you don't have to waste yarn. And there, we have all this extra yarn. You can go in and sew the head on with it. So, we've got our body. Next is our arms and legs. We'll need our flower loom. Tie it on. And go around. I'm going to work circular with the yarn. Turn in. Okay. You want to go and do 12 rows total. So you got 10 more rows to do, and this will be the base of your arm. So go ahead and do 10 more rows. Okay, we're going to finish up the arm. We've done our 12 rows, and I cut a long extension and went ahead and thread it. And you're going to do just like you do finishing off the hat. Just going to send it through. Okay. I'm going to flip it inside out. Two needles are there. Okay. And you can pull it tight. Just like send it through. Knot it. Cut. Pull it back through. And again, you can choose to do this or not. I go in and tighten up my cast on to allow me yarn to actually sew it onto the body so that I'm not wasting yarn. There you go. And you take some polyfill. And there's both your arms. Now we want to get started on our legs. And go back to your blue loom with the 24 pegs. And we're going to work flat the legs. The legs are a flat work rather than circular. Okay, what you want to do is you want to cast on 16 pegs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Push them down. Go back. Here's your first row. And you'll go back. This will be your second row. Push down. That's row 2. You want to work up 4 more rows to get a total of 6 rows back and forth. And then we'll start a decrease to get to the leg. This is the foot. Okay, we've got our 6 rows and we're doing that's our foot. So we're going to go and decrease on both ends to start the leg. So how I do it is I go ahead and take the foot one over on both sides. Just like that. And go down the row like that. Toss both over. Okay, put one over. One over. Push them down. Alright, there's your foot area. Now we're going to work the leg, and so you just want to go back and forth. You want to go back and forth for a total of 12 rows, and you just did one, so you got 11 more. Now we're going to cast off, and we're going to need our crochet hook at this point. Snip the long end. You can sew it onto the body. Okay. Now I go in and I tighten up my cast on. You want to sew it up. Okay. Tie it off. We'll take the excess that we got from tightening your cast on. And we're going to sew the rest of it up. Pull that through. Tie it off. Leave it a little long because you want to be able to tuck it in there. And that way you have that to sew on. Okay, now I'm going to flip this inside out. You can see your foot. You want to stuff it with some polyfill. You'll need to make your second one. Okay, we got 5 pieces: our head, our body, 2 legs, and an arm. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew the legs on first. Okay, so we know that this is center back, and what I like to do is I like to calculate from there to the front. So there's 10 if we remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is your center. We're looking for here. There's one leg. Hold it. Snip it. Then you want to weave it in. Okay. There's one leg. So let's sew our other leg on. Since we've already got our spot, we know 1 over. Okay. Pull that through. And there's our legs. Now, we want to sew our arms on. And what we want to do is we want to get that away. On the edge of where our leg is, and we're going to go 1, 2. 2 over, go all the way to the top. And you want to sew it at the very top. Through. Tie. Snip. Okay. There's our arm. And you want to do the same thing with the other arm. Pull it through like that. Next is our head. And we know that this is front center. So you want to line up your front center here with this and sew it around. Okay. Find your front and center, which is there. Front and center, which is there. And you want the arms and the ears to line up side by side. And you want the center to the back to line up. Take one out. Pull through. Tuck. Okay. And you'll send it through. Okay. And here is the completed